In British royalty, where tradition and protocol often overshadow personal desires, Prince Harry's relationship with Meghan Markle has become one of the most talked-about sagas of the modern era. From the outset, their union faces scrutiny not just from the media, but also from within the royal family itself. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Prince Harry was given multiple warnings about Meghan Markle, raising questions about the nature and origin of these concerns. This video will give you the reason why the royal family is cautiously embracing Meghan. In fact, Meghan Markle's entrance into the British royal family was anything but smooth. From the moment her relationship with Prince Harry became public, Markle was met with scrutiny, criticism, and an often harsh reception from the media and members of the royal establishment. Her background as a biracial, divorced American actress set her apart from the traditional image of what a royal bride was expected to be, and this difference became a focal point for much of the negativity she faced. Despite the relentless challenges, Prince Harry stood firmly by her side, ultimately leading to the couple's controversial decision to step back from their royal duties, an event that would come to be known as Megxit. Markle's journey into the royal family began with intense public interest and speculation. As a successful actress, known for her role in the legal drama Suits, and as a philanthropist with a history of humanitarian work, Markle was already in the public eye. However, her relationship with Prince Harry catapulted her into a new level of global attention. The British press, in particular, became fixated on her every move, often with a critical lens that contrasted sharply with the more favorable coverage of other royal figures. From the start, Markle's identity as a biracial woman in an overwhelmingly white institution became a point of contention. The British monarchy, steeped in centuries of tradition, had never before encountered a figure like Markle, whose race, nationality, and previous marriage challenged the status quo. This difference was not just a matter of public discourse, but reportedly a source of discomfort within the royal family itself. Markle's perceived breaches of royal protocol, whether it was her choice of clothing, her approach to public engagements, or her forthright manner, were often magnified and criticized in the media. Every deviation from royal norms was scrutinized, from her choice to wear darker nail polish, which was considered unconventional for a royal, to her decision to forego pantyhose at public events, a departure from the traditional royal dress code. The scrutiny extended beyond her public appearances. Markle's very presence seemed to symbolize a break from tradition, and for some within the royal institution, this was unwelcome. Rumors circulated about tensions between Markle and other members of the royal family, particularly in regard to her relationship with Prince William and Kate Middleton. Reports of a rift between the Sussexes and the Cambridges became tabloid fodder, with every interaction between the couples dissected for signs of discord. Markle's American background and direct manner of speaking were often portrayed as incompatible with the reserved and protocol-driven nature of the royal family. The initial reactions of Prince William and Kate Middleton to Harry's relationship with Markle reveal a complex mix of concern, familial duty, and eventual support. These early interactions set the stage for the eventual tensions and estrangement between the two brothers, which have been a notable aspect of the public narrative surrounding the Sussexes. In 2016, when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle first began dating, their relationship quickly became a focal point for both the media and the royal family. According to the tell-all book Royals at War, Prince William was among those who expressed reservations about the rapid progression of the relationship. William's concern was reportedly evident when he asked his younger brother, "Is she the right one?" This question, seemingly innocuous to outsiders, carried significant weight given the context. Prince William's inquiry reflected a deeper worry about the suitability of Markle as a potential future member of the royal family. William's apprehension about the relationship moving too quickly was grounded in a combination of factors. The speed at which the romance developed was alarming to him, as it deviated from the more measured approach often associated with royal courtships. Royal expert Katie Nicholl elaborated on this concern in the documentary Princesses at War, noting that William was worried about the swift progression of the relationship. This concern was not merely about the pace, but also about the implications of marrying someone with such a markedly different background from the traditional royal norm. Kate Middleton, William's wife, also weighed in on the situation. Allegedly, she advised Harry to take things slowly, given Markle's completely different life, past, and career. Middleton's caution was grounded in practical considerations about integrating someone from a different cultural and professional background into the royal family. The advice reflected a desire to ensure that Markle was fully prepared for the challenges of royal life, and that the relationship was given the time and care necessary for a successful integration. Despite these early reservations from William and Kate, the relationship between Harry and Markle continued to develop rapidly. By 2017, Harry had proposed to Markle, and the couple announced their engagement in November of that year. The engagement was met with a mixture of enthusiasm and continued scrutiny. Both Prince William and Kate Middleton publicly extended their well wishes to the couple, expressing a desire to get to know Markle better. This public support was likely a strategic move to present a united front and show solidarity with Harry's choices, despite the private concerns that had been voiced earlier. Prince Harry's feelings for Markle, on the other hand, were resolute and unwavering. In his engagement interview with the BBC, Harry spoke candidly about his initial impressions of Markle. He revealed that from their very first meeting, he had felt a deep connection and knew that she was the one for him. Harry's description of Markle highlighted her confidence, commitment, drive, and ambition, qualities that drew him to her and reinforced his belief that she was the right partner for him. The contrast between Harry's steadfast commitment to Markle and the cautious approach of William and Kate underscores the complexities of integrating a new member into the royal family. For Harry, the relationship was a profound personal connection that transcended traditional royal expectations. For William and Kate, it was a situation that required careful consideration and adjustment to a new dynamic within the royal family. One of the most striking stories to emerge from this period is the reported reaction of Prince Phillip, Duke of Edinburgh, to Harry's intention to marry Markle. Known for his bluntness and adherence to tradition, Prince Philip allegedly warned his grandson against marrying an actress, a comment that reflected both the generational divide and the entrenched attitudes within the royal institution. According to a report in the Sunday Times, Prince Philip cautioned Harry with the remark, "One steps out with actresses, one doesn't marry them." This statement, while shocking to modern sensibilities, reveals a great deal about the traditional and often rigid expectations within the royal family. For Prince Philip, who was born in 1921 and grew up in a very different social and cultural environment, the idea of marrying someone from the entertainment industry may have seemed inappropriate or even risky. His comment was not only a reflection of his personal beliefs, but also indicative of the broader challenges Markle would face as an outsider entering one of the oldest and most scrutinized institutions in the world. Markle's background as an actress, though well regarded in Hollywood, was likely seen by some within the royal family as incompatible with the expectations of a royal bride. Before marrying Prince Harry, Markle had built a successful career in television, most notably for her role as Rachel Zane in the legal drama Suits, where she appeared for 7 seasons. She also had roles in several films, including Horrible Bosses alongside Jennifer Aniston and Remember Me opposite Robert Pattinson. Her career achievements, while impressive, did not align with the traditional image of a royal spouse who was expected to come from a certain social background, often with ties to European aristocracy or established British families. The Duke of Edinburgh's comment, while reportedly made in a private setting, was emblematic of the challenges Markle would face from within the royal institution. However, Prince Harry's reaction to his grandfather's advice was equally telling. Despite the close relationship he shared with Prince Philip, Harry was reportedly unfazed by the warning and stood up for Markle forcibly whenever their relationship was questioned. This response underscores Harry's deep commitment to Markle and his determination to protect her from the kind of scrutiny and judgment that had haunted his mother, Princess Diana. The tensions surrounding Harry and Markle's relationship were not limited to Prince Philip. According to the same Sunday Times report, an unnamed senior member of the royal family allegedly referred to Markle as the degree wife, implying that her marriage to Harry would only last for 3 years. 3 years. This cruel moniker, which played on the idea of a temporary or trial marriage, highlights the skepticism and perhaps even resentment that some within the royal family felt towards Markle. The use of the term degree suggests a belief that Markle was not a long-term fit for the royal family and that her presence was seen as something that would eventually fade away. These revelations paint a picture of a royal family that was, at least in part, resistant to Harry and Markle's union. The doubts expressed by senior royals, whether out of genuine concern or entrenched snobbery, undoubtedly added to the pressures on the couple as they navigated their new life together. For Markle, who was already contending with intense media scrutiny and public expectations, the knowledge that her new family might not fully accept her must have been incredibly challenging. Yet despite these early reservations, there were signs that the relationship between Markle and Prince Philip, at least, may have healed over time. According to Insider, Prince Philip was the first royal to meet Harry and Meghan's son, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, when he was born in May 2019. This gesture, whether out of familial duty or genuine affection, suggests that whatever rift existed between them had begun to mend, or at least was set aside in favor of welcoming the newest member of the family. In addition, Nigel Cawthorne's book Prince Andrew, Epstein and the Palace sheds light on the complex dynamics within the British royal family, particularly focusing on Prince Charles's views towards Meghan Markle. According to Cawthorne, Prince Charles was not entirely supportive of Markle, primarily due to her strong personality and the potential challenges it posed within the royal institution. Cawthorne suggests that Prince Charles had reservations about Markle because he perceived her as a forceful character who might disrupt the established order within the royal family. In his view, Charles was concerned about the presence of only room for one strong woman in the royal family. This sentiment underscores a broader issue within the monarchy, the tension between maintaining tradition and accommodating new, modern influences. The British royal family, often described as the firm, operates under a strict set of traditions and hierarchies. Prince Charles, who had been in the position of heir apparent for decades, was accustomed to a specific role and set of expectations. The idea of a strong, assertive personality like Markle's entering the family could have been seen as a challenge to the existing dynamics, particularly if it appeared that her presence might overshadow or disrupt the established order. Cawthorne also points out that Prince Charles was wary of the increased media attention that Harry and Meghan's relationship drew. The couple's high-profile romance and subsequent marriage amplified their visibility and popularity, which could have been seen as a double-edged sword. On one hand, this heightened visibility could boost the royal family's public profile, but on the other hand, it also meant increased scrutiny and potential controversies. Cawthorne compares this phenomenon to the attention garnered by Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, also known as Fergie, in the 1980s. Just as Andrew and Fergie's marriage brought a surge of media interest, so too did Harry and Meghan's relationship. Despite his personal reservations, Prince Charles, like other members of the royal family, was obliged to offer his support to Harry and Meghan. As the royal family operates within a framework of public duty and protocol, individual opinions often take a back seat to maintaining a unified front. This necessity for public support meant that Charles had to publicly back the couple's marriage, even if privately he harbored concerns about their impact on the royal family. The tension between Prince Charles and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex came to a head when Harry and Meghan decided to step back from their roles as senior royals. Officially ending their royal duties on March 31, 2020, the couple's departure was a seismic shift within the monarchy. Dubbed Megxit by the press, the decision was framed as Markle's influence over Harry, with many blaming her for pulling him away from his family and duties. The couple's desire for financial independence, their move to North America, and their intention to pursue a more private life were all seen as a rejection of the royal family's way of life. Behind the scenes, there were rumors that if certain individuals within the royal family had their way, the situation could have been avoided entirely. Some reports suggest that efforts were made to dissuade Harry from marrying Markle, citing concerns about her background, her previous marriage, and the potential challenges she would face within the royal institution. These concerns, whether voiced openly or kept behind closed doors, reflected a deep-seated resistance to change within the monarchy. For some, Markle represented a departure from the values and image that the royal family had cultivated over centuries, and her integration into the family was seen as a potential source of disruption. Despite these challenges, Harry's love and commitment to Markle never wavered. Their decision to step back from royal duties was framed not as an escape from responsibility, but as a necessary step to protect their mental health and the well-being of their family. In their own words, they sought to create a life that allowed them to focus on their values, including charitable work and raising their son away from the intense scrutiny of the British tabloids. The aftermath of Megxit continues to reverberate both within the royal family and in the media. The couple's move to Los Angeles, their subsequent interviews, and their ongoing projects, such as their Archewell Foundation, are all part of their efforts to redefine their roles outside the constraints of royal life. For Markle, the journey has been one of immense personal growth and resilience, as she navigates the complexities of her new life while maintaining her commitment to the causes she cares about. What do you think about Harry's family's warnings about his marriage to Meghan Markle? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.